When you least expect it, things go boo at night. New York City. John, they've taken her, Maya Sokol's daughter. Outside the Polish embassy in New York. They're trying to force her to switch sides, to the Rossi family in Italy. I can't let that happen. John nods slightly. You bring her back. Alive. No mistakes. She's on a private jet to Italy. His eyes remain still. Understood. We're making big moves with Sokol. She opens doors across Europe. Don't ruin it. Fingers drum on the desk. Quiet, efficient. No one sees it coming. And John, yes? I need her alive. John turns toward the door. His gaze sweeps the men guarding Viggo. Positions, discipline, readiness. Everything noted. John's apartment is quiet, almost sterile. He moves without hesitation, sliding open a hidden drawer, retrieving stacks of cash, folding them neatly into a leather pouch. His passport sits in another compartment, ready, unmarked, a ticket to anywhere. Rome, Italy. The flight to Rome is smooth. He casts careful glances at every passenger and crew member as they wait to deplane. At the customs booth, the officer greets him. Buongiorno, purpose of your visit? Vacation. How long will you be here? 2 weeks. Where will you be staying? At the Venetian. First time in Rome, Mr. Wick? No, I've been here before. What will you be doing in Rome? Visiting the Vatican and other historic sites. The officer pauses, then finally stamps the passport. Welcome to Rome, Senor Wick. A black, unmarked car waits outside. The driver is silent, precise. John slides into the back seat, receiving a small leather suitcase. No words are exchanged. Inside are neatly packed hardware wallets and digital keys, the bitcoins he will use to check in at the Venetian. The car weaves through Rome's narrow streets and stops at the hotel. The Venetian is understated yet opulent, quietly tied to the high table. Inside, the lobby is polished, silent, and heavily secured, a European echo of the Continental back in New York. The Venetian Hotel. John approaches the concierge. Welcome back, Mr. Wick. I need a room. Your reservation is in order for 2 weeks. It might be shorter. Of course. He slides a gold coin across the counter. The concierge smiles. Please enjoy your stay in Rome. John steps off the elevator into the corridor. He reaches Suite 903, swipes the key card, and enters. The room is sleek, minimal, every item in its place. He sets the leather suitcase on the table and opens it carefully. Inside are stacks of bitcoins. John descends in the elevator to the lower level. When the doors open, he steps into a dimly lit cellar beneath the Venetian. The walls are lined with wine racks, though their true purpose is a facade. At the far end, a figure stands behind a polished counter, a sommelier in a tailored suit, calm and precise. The sommelier's room. Good afternoon. Welcome back, Mr. Wick. A pairing, please. Of course. He slides open a drawer of weapons. Tonight's selection, for your palate. Heckler & Koch P30L, an excellent vintage. CZ Scorpion. You do know your weapons, Mr. Wick. A few griptilians. Wick tests the weight of each, savoring the balance like wine. The sommelier watches silently, approving without a word. Closing the drawer and straightening his cufflinks, he asks, Shall I have these sent up to your room? Yes. Wick turns to leave. The sommelier calls after him, smooth, tinged with irony. Please enjoy your stay in Rome, Mr. Wick. He doesn't answer, just walks on, fully aware of the sarcasm. A soft chime from his phone indicates a message. Target confirmed. Rossi Family at Mama's Luigi's. Mama's Luigi's. The warm aroma of tomato sauce and fresh basil fills Mama's Luigi's, a family-run restaurant tucked into a quiet corner of Rome. Candlelight flickers across polished wooden tables, and soft Italian chatter hums in the background. At a private table near the back, Nico Sirocco sits surrounded by his associates. Each one is alert, disciplined, eyes scanning every corner. John Wick steps in, wearing his signature dark suit, black tie, and perfectly polished shoes. He commands attention without a word. Mr. Wick, please, enjoy a meal and some wine, Nico says smoothly, gesturing to the table as a waiter brings a bottle of Chianti. John's expression remains unreadable. He takes a seat. You know why I'm here? Of course, a smirk tugging at his lips. You want the girl. Hand her over. Nico chuckles softly. Mr. Wick, how do they say in America, this isn't my first rodeo? Wick remains unmoved, eyes locked on Nico. Give Viggo a message. I'm taking over all of Europe. And the girl, well, the girl stays here. John's eyes narrow. Silence fills the room. The men around Nico shift slightly, tension coiling like a spring. I suggest you reconsider. You're making a big mistake. Nico leans back, amused. You must be very confident walking into my home like this. Wick doesn't answer. He stands, adjusting his dark suit with a subtle, practiced motion. He bows his head slightly. I will be seeing you later, he says in Italian, coldly, a warning wrapped in calm. The room stays still for a heartbeat. Nico Sirocco feels it. Something is about to happen. The air chills, and he has no idea what's coming. Concern creeps over him. Carlo, how many men are available? Right now, 10. The others are handling pickup and distribution. Send them to John Wick, Nico orders. Outside the Venetian, Wick steps into the night. The streets of Rome are quiet, almost serene. His dark suit is immaculate, every movement precise and controlled. From the shadows, Nico's men emerge, 2 at a time, guns raised, eyes locked on their target. Wick doesn't flinch. He senses them, calculates the angles, and lets the first move come to him. The first man lunges, pistol raised, but Wick meets him with lightning precision. A swift strike to the throat sends a sharp crack echoing through the alley. The man collapses, blood spilling across the cobblestones. Another comes from the side, swinging a crowbar. Wick catches it mid-swing, twists the attacker's arm, and slams him face first into a brick wall. Blood splatters, a tooth shatters, and the man slumps unconscious, or worse. Nico's men scatter as sirens wail in the distance, closing in. Wick goes about his business. They haven't done much to him, but he knows they will be back.